Hey Bookish Baddies. So one of the reasons I was hesitant to start a book talk account was that I haven't been reading for fun, at least, in more than a decade. I have spent the last 15 years getting 3 degrees and raising 3 kids, pretty much as a kid myself. So my schedule has been insane, and the only reading I was really doing was textbooks and academic journal articles. So when I finally finished my dissertation in early 2024, I was committed to starting reading again for fun. And my sister told me about this weird series called ACOTAR that I had never heard of before and said I had to try it. So obviously, like all bookish baddies, that was the beginning of the end for me. I read the entire SJM universe in a month and a half, and I was desperate for more, and frankly, I haven't stopped since. But with that long of a hiatus between reading, there are so many books and series that have come out that I haven't had a chance to read yet. So I'm playing catch up in some ways, but I also don't think that reading really needs to be according to the latest trends either. So while I have definitely read a lot of the latest book talk books, I'm also engaging in some older reads. Enter the Renegade trilogy by Rebecca Yarros. Like others, I started my Yarros journey with The Fourth Wing, but her other standard, more like romance books are great as well. If you saw my yes, no, or maybe video, you know that I've basically read through her entire catalog between last year and this year, and I just now finished this series, the Renegade series. Quick spoiler, I loved it. The Renegades series trilogy includes Wilder, Nova, and Rebel, which are also the names of the main characters in the books that make up the Renegades, which is a group of extreme sports athletes who set sail on this cruise ship for a 9-month study at sea program that doubles as a university and an extreme sports arena. The first book, Wilder, features MMC Paxton Wilder, who is a daredevil X Games champion whose academic scholarships depend on him passing his classes. The FMC is his tutor, Leah, and she is recovering from a traumatic accident. The story explores a forbidden romance that evolves from that strict student-teacher or tutor-student boundaries into deep emotional connection. The second book, Nova, focuses on Landon, Nova, and Rachel, his one-time love. This is one of those classic second chance enemies to lovers arc. Rachel is super wary of Landon after he betrayed her, and he has to work hard to earn her trust back. The final book, Rebel, centers on Penelope, or Rebel as her name, dating her professor. So this book features rescue stunts, inner growth, and hard-fought comeback after an accident, and also that forbidden love tension that culminates in a super satisfying conclusion to the series. What worked for me with this trilogy was an adrenaline-fueled romance with extreme sports and exotic locales. I really love the detail that the author put into the descriptions of the settings, including insider knowledge to places that she must have traveled to in order to know so much detail, just like the indoor skiing in Dubai, where I've personally been myself, and I was happily surprised by the level of knowledge about these places. It made me want to visit several of them. Who wouldn't want to go on a 9-month cruise as part of their college experience? The character chemistry and camaraderie among the Renegade crew feels genuine, and it features that found family trope that I am always feral for. Romantic tension in each of the books, such as the tutor-student, that betrayal, as well as professor-student, is well played and it's satisfying. So my take on some of the criticisms that people cite, repetition and pacing issues, especially in Nova and Rebel, but I honestly devoured these books so fast that I didn't notice any pacing issues at all. People also take issue with Nova's horny playboy persona. It drew backlash as sort of one-dimensional, but I found him to be pretty tortured and in survival mode, so I accepted his method of coping with his reality. Overall, I think the Renegades trilogy delivers because it leans into adrenaline, adventure, and emotional heat, which I don't think we see all that often in contemporary romance. It felt pretty one of a kind to me, and these characters remain on my mind. So, should you read it? If you like strong chemistry between characters and high-stakes romance, exotic settings with action-packed stunts, and life-affirming stories with a close-knit group of friends, then absolutely. The Renegades is a fun time. Just temper your expectations if you're after more literary depth or intricate world building.